Hello, my name is Kendrick Celestine. Today in my video, I'm going to be talking about 400 years of captivity. And I'm talking about like the society like we live in the United States of America. Usually by my people, we'll say United Snakes of America. I want to start dressing some histories out, throughout the things we went through throughout the history. When the first Africans, well called melanated or the indigenous people, you know, well, first of all, who were already living here way before 400 years was started. And then when the first called the Africans were brought here in 1619 by the colonies, of Jamestown, Virginia. And when we first were just started slaves and we just started picking on the cotton fields and shifting, starting. But now during the time when revolutionaries and, when they fought Great Britain and stuff, and a lot of things was going around finding freedom, but it was a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of history that's been going on between throughout the United States throughout the past 400 years, and what gets my attention like historic and Africans like Benjamin Banneker or Harriet Tubman or Nat Turner or Gabriel Prosper, Frederick Douglass, Joseph Gansey, and there's a whole bunch of more. Oh, and Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver, and there's a whole lot more slaves. I can name a whole bunch of more historical slaves. Oh, and Solomon Northwood, and there's a bunch of more. Kunta Kinte, and like our fallen ancestors, how they came here. Like I know we didn't choose to become Americans and none of that. And even after doing the Civil War, a lot of us were fighting, try to get our freedom. But after the Civil War ended, we pretty much got the Jim Crow law put on us for about 100 years. And then after that, during 100 years, our history, how we would be lynched, how our babies would be fed to alligators, and all kinds of stuff. And you know what? And during the time, we were just waking up, and how a lot of us, we just been brainwashed, conditioned, been forced to do a lot of sickness between our men and our brothers and sisters, how we were getting raped on against our will, and how we've been separated, how our babies, we've just been hurt and made us go crazy. And I wouldn't even imagine, because I was never in that position like you guys, like my ancestors were. And and the reason I want to start and give respect to my ancestors, because a lot of things they went throughout the history, because it's a lot of things that's been going on. And during the time of the civil rights movement, when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, excuse me, Elijah Muhammad and Muhammad Ali and all the rest of them, other fighters, who wanted reparation and stuff. But I remember when Malcolm X says, "If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you," and when Martin Luther King says, "If you hit me, I'm gonna continue keep going." But I could be any other way. It's depending on how I'm feeling. But for me, it's like when we used to have when we built our history on Black Wall Street, Rosewood, we used to have our own business and we used to organize and we used to have all the things. And when to the Europeans, where they were kind of jealous and they got mad, they just couldn't stand it. We were living better, so they fucked that up and destroyed all what we got. And then after the time after the civil rights ended, then we our family structure holes. We couldn't be have functional black families coming together as one. We'd be separating, breaking apart, and then we hate ourselves, and then we kill each other over drugs and shit. And I just don't get that. And I'm gonna ask you something, the melanated people, because I kind of know you guys are going for a lot of shit because of what Kanye said, and I could give a fuck what Kanye says. I don't give a what he do, because he's just as fucked up as all the rest of us is too. So I'm not gonna lie, and then for me, I'm just as fucked up all you guys as well. So we're all the same. There's no difference. And the reason I want to start addressing these topic issues out, because there's a lot of the bullshit going around. It's like our brain conditions is we move this one way. It's we don't bother to think individually out, but it's we don't work as a unit, but we don't want to at least have a good connection and bonding with each other like that. We don't even want to do that. And what pisses me off about it, it's we'll go this way or we'll go this way. It's every time we do something, we'll do the opposite. And we don't even try to get things right. And it's back over again, over and over and over and over. It's just so fucking annoying. That's how over it is. But let me tell you one thing: the people who preach, because I'm not, hey, I could read some books, but I'm not that religious like everybody else. But I do know a little bit some about the parts. I should know the whole full of the Bible, and I know a couple of the words, and I can remember the quotes of the Bible. Some words at least that stick with me. It will stay with me. And all these when I'm thinking of all these different religion terms, let me tell you one thing about these churches. What I think of, and all these churches are so corrupt. You allow all these homosexuality. You allow all this whores walking around nasty, showing their ass and titties all the time like it's all normal. But to me, and don't get me wrong, but as an individual for myself, as a man, hey, I'm attracted to stuff like that. But not the homo part, but with the women part I like. But just not. But I'm not gonna. That's a different subject. I'm not gonna go there. And actually, yes. And when I started thinking about all this sickness is running around, it's like I separate myself, and as myself as an individual, I know my own powers. I know who I am. I come out the closet because I don't hide my real intentions. I don't hide who I am as an individual. I know who I represent from my point of perspective, even if I know my point of knowledge of what I can know the best of my ability, and I do. Like I get every day, I exercise, I go to eat me some food, take care of my bills, take care of my business. But the only thing is, we don't have unity. We are at the bottom of the bottom of the pole. It's just so ridiculous. It's pathetic. And let me tell you something. To rich black people, middle class black people, poor black people, no matter what you do for a living. In the United States of America, we're gonna get treated like shit. They don't give a fuck if you have over trillions of dollars. You're still a nigga, just like I'm a nigga. So just get clear. And I don't like to use that N-word a lot, but I have to tell you straight up how I am, what this is about. So anyway, folks, so this is my take on 400 years of captivity. So anyway, share the video, like, dislike, see what you think of it. I will continue making more later on in the future. You folks have a wonderful day. And have in mind and start thinking for your damn self. All right? Peace.